Hi. I know you guys haven't seen me in a while, but I felt like it was kind of appropriate to make this video. I'm not going to get too emotional or too into the topic I'm going to talk about, but today is November 9th. It's the day after Election Day. And as many people know, Donald Trump is now the President of the United States. First off, I'm going to ask kindly that if anybody watching this supports Donald, you may want to click away from this video, because if I get harassing comments or if I get harassed about this video, I'm going to ignore it and I'm just gonna delete the comment or the message that people send me, so there's no point in going after me for what I'm going to say. And I don't really think anything I'm going to say is an opinion. I mean, it might be a bit biased or opinionated, but don't hold me don't hold my words against me there, because I got bad memory. I probably will say an opinion or something of the sort. But as many people know, Donald is... Before I say this, I just want to say neither of the candidates that were running for president would be the best choice, but if you weigh the options on who would be the better choice, here's an opinion. And a lot of people share this opinion. I feel Hillary would have been the better choice. Not saying she would have been, like, the best choice to make, but it seems like she'd be better than Donald at this point. The main reason that I see why people are against Hillary is because of her emails that have been deleted, and she used to be a lawyer, and I guess, I'm not sure what type of lawyer she was, because there's different types of lawyers, but there would be a lot of cases where sexual predators would be let off because she was defending them. And I mean, as much as I don't agree with that, as a lawyer, your job is to defend your client. And the emails, I kind of blocked myself out from that part of the election because that's all I heard about was the damn emails and all that shit. And I didn't want to listen to it. But, on to the topic of Donald. I think he's going on trial later this month or next month for fraud. And he's had multiple accusations of sexual harassment towards women, of underage women and overaged women. Some cases that I've heard, I'm not sure if these are actually true. I'm a 16-year-old boy, okay? I'm not sure if these are actually true. A lot of them are factually true. But, I'm not sure what kind of event it was, but there was an event where Donald walked into a women's dressing room, and there was a bunch of nude women in there, most of them under the age of, I think, they said 15 or 16. On his bus, which everybody knows about this by now, on his bus he was talking about how he enjoys kissing women and they'll let you do it because he's famous, and if they don't let you do it, you just grab him by the pussy. Excuse my language. There are a lot of other things I could go on about with Donald, but those are the main points, and I don't want to make too long of a video. So I'll just get to the point of this video. A lot of people are afraid for their lives, and I am afraid for my own life. Not as afraid as other people are, because I'm a pretty reckless person. And I have a lot of suicidal thoughts, a lot. And I know that doesn't mean, oh, I'm suicidal, I won't care if I die, because that's not the case for a lot of people. A lot of people can be suicidal, but if faced with life-threatening danger, it's like a fight or flight thing, and they choose to fight, because whether it be that they actually do want to live, or if they want to go by their own terms. Me, if I was to die, I'd rather go on my own terms, and not feel like I was pushed to do it, or someone made me do it. But that's just me. A lot of people are afraid for their lives, and for their family lives, and for their friends' lives, and I understand that. I'm afraid for my life, I'm afraid for my friends' lives, and I can't exactly be afraid for my family, because all of my family, I mean, I can be, because most of the members of my family, my immediate family, all my immediate family are females, except for my uncle. And so I can be afraid for them, because I don't want them to be sexually harassed. Even if a lot of my family, they don't support me, or they don't respect me, or anything like that, that doesn't mean I want them to be sexually harassed, or to have to live this cruel life, because women are going to be seen as just sexual objects for men to do whatever they please with. So I am afraid for my family, I'm afraid for my friends, and I'm afraid for the majority of America, because although there are a lot of Caucasian, cisgendered, straight men, there are a lot more of the minorities than there are of Caucasian, straight, cisgendered men. So that's kind of scary, but at the same time it's kind of comforting. Because if you think about it, this is my opinion, this is not, don't take this too into consideration. This is a topic for another video, I'm not going to get too into it now, but I do believe that we do have a higher power, but I feel like the higher power that we have, aka God, or whatever you call the higher power, I believe that they're punishing us. So I believe that whenever people say, like, God help us, or something like that, that's bullshit. God can't help us. But we can help each other. And this is really where the minorities have to come into play. I understand a lot of the minorities, myself included, are afraid. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be. I mean, there's a lot of reasons you should be scared. But although it's hard for some people, we can't run away. And we can't hide. We have to stick together. We have to help each other. Because if we don't help each other, the world's gonna go to shit. Although the higher up powers, like the president, or the government, or dare I say, some people think that the Illuminati are the people running things. I understand they're all so powerful, but I'm not sure of the exact population of America, but I'm not going to use, like, statistics, because, whoa, it just got dark in here. Holy shit. I'm not going to use statistics, because I don't know them, but I would say the majority of America are not Caucasian, cisgendered men, straight men. I would say the majority of America are women, Hispanics, and then a little bit of the population are LGBT. Well, I'd say more than a little, but I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna use statistics. Are LGBT, and then the majority of America are the youth. And if we all stick together, even though the government and the higher up powers, such as the government, are very controlling, and if they didn't like something, they could shut it down. If you have thousands to millions of people working together to stop something, or to create something, or fight for something, no matter what they do, no matter what the government does, or whoever controls all this shit that's going down in America, they can't stop us. They could try. They could try killing us. They can try taking our rights away, but they can't do it if we stick together, and we have to stick together. We cannot run away. We cannot hide. I know it's hard because we're all so terrified, but we have to stick together, and we have to fight for our rights. We have to fight for our friends' rights and for our family's rights. We have to fight. And I'm not saying, when I say fight, I don't mean go outside and start a riot. What I mean is if someone you know is being, like, harassed, you shut that shit down. No exceptions, as Negan would say. If you know someone is being prejudiced towards someone else, you shut that shit down. No exceptions. We need to fight fire with, I'm trying to think of a cooling element that's not too destructible. We cannot fight fire with fire, because that'll just make everything worse. We can't riot these things. We cannot do things such as riots or cause aggressive behavior, because that's just going to make things worse. I understand we're all afraid, but we have to stick together, because I love you all. I love everyone who's like me. And despite a lot of people that I know who have voted for Trump and have gotten us into this situation, I love them. And I don't want to see anyone die.